just got here and it's 11:46. We're already 25 minutes, half an hour into the bite window, so super keen to rush around and get on the water and see if this thing really works. Well, bite period number 1 was a big fat 0, but I didn't really feel like when we caught cod last week. It felt like it was cod here. Today, this bite period feels horribly windy. It's freezing cold late in the afternoon, and just doesn't really feel right. So we won't ride off the bite periods yet. We'll just ride off this one. Back at Copeton, and as you can tell, this is not my rooftop tent. I have way too much work to do this week, so a little bit different this trip. So what I plan on doing this trip is, I don't know if you guys have all heard of it before, I assume you have, is there's the Fishing Almanac. So instead of using the yellow book, I'm actually going to use a fishing app on my phone, which basically is the almanac, and I am literally only going to fish the times that are on this. We were here all last week, well, from Monday through to Friday. The weekend before we left, we had a really incredible jig session offshore of Coffs, and we've been watching the weather the whole week. We're at Copeton, and Saturday was literally going to be the only day worthwhile. So with that being said, we left Copeton Friday morning, went all the way back to Coffs just so we could get out on the water on Saturday to fish with jigs. Long story short, we get out there, first drop, first jig bit off. Second drop, second jig bit off. Third drop, put up a leather jacket, and I didn't really understand the meaning of that. And Troy, straight away his heart sank. He's like, that's it, we're done. The jackets have moved in, so we're not going to get any pearlies or any snapper with all the jackets here. So to make matters worse, we'll bit off one more time, and I decided to, instead of tying on one of the good jigs that we were using, which we only had 4 left, that I would tie that jig onto our leader. Just finished tying the knot, went over a wave, took 2 steps back, the gunnel of the boat hit the backs of my knees, folded me over, and just as I was about to sit on the gunnel of the boat rocked, and I went straight into the ocean, full wet weather gear, boots, everything. Somehow I let go of the jig. Troy turned around just to see my legs going flying in the air, and the look on his face was worse than how I felt. So I'm bobbing around the ocean, and he has panic on his face as he is driving backwards to pick me up at a great rate of knots. So this is all at about 7 a.m. and we should have went home because the rest of the day was just terrible. Back to the app. So because I have a lot of work to do, and I'm really interested in testing whether what they say in the almanac does line up with the cod. So we had last week some very unusual bite times. They ran sort of 7:30 to 8:30, and the next day 8:30 to 9:30, and it was very close to the almanac looking back at it, but wasn't spot on. So I'm only here for a couple of days, but this week we're going to test out the app. Basically on here it tells me there is a major bite time between midnight and 2 a.m. Then there is another one between lunchtime and 2:30 in the afternoon. So we're going to use this. We're just going to fish the major bite times, not the minor bite times. So it means I'm going to be getting up in the middle of the night, but by only fishing those possibly 5 hours total, I'll have plenty of time to get work done and plenty of time to edit videos for you guys. It's one of the other little things it tells me on this app. This is a bite rating. So every day that I'm here, from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, peak bite times. Let me show you what I've got going on right now. Editing videos. I'm catching cod, which you probably already would have seen this one by now. Editing photos for work. Whilst I'm cooking myself a deluxe meal of sausages and potato. Just so I can get up at around 10:30. It's 10 to 6 now. Got to get up in about 4.5 hours after I finish this, eat that, and get some sleep. Fuck me. I hope you saw that. That was first cast and I was clearing the map from a sounder. Far out. 80 centimetres. First cast. See you, buddy. That's amazing. Big. It's real big. It's massive. Massive head. Oh my God. Look at the head on this thing. Oh my God. What a fish. That's crazy. In there. That beast. I was worried. That's zero down there. Look at this. That's a meter. Look at that. Got no one here to take photos. Got my first meter cod, just on a meter. Look at the size of the head on that thing. So the almanac said this morning about 7:30 to 8:30 was a minor bite period, and I was planning on getting on the water before the sun came up, just because that's typical. Well, what I've heard is typical of a cod bite is that last bit of darkness and the first bit of light before the actual sun comes up is generally a really good bite time. And basically wasted 30 something minutes launching the boat, driving around different spots, trying to get somewhere out of the wind because I was doing it by myself. And long story short, launched the boat pretty late. I was in the water, I think by 6:20 or something. And first bite literally came on the first cast. So I have a feeling this morning I was on the back end of a bite rather than on the front end, as the almanac sort of states. So the first bite came at 6:30, second bite came at 7, and I never had another bite after that. Never saw any bait flicking after that, didn't see anything. So going back out again for the afternoon major bite time, because that this morning was supposed to be a minor. should be amazing. So I'm pretty keen actually, but again, it doesn't feel like a good time to be fishing for cod, but could be wrong. I'm a little bit undecided about the almanac and the bite period for today. So terribly windy again, and about the only conclusion I've drawn so far is that I can't catch a cod in the wind. Whether anyone else can or what, I can't. So can't see him. Oh. Oh. Nice one. Not massive. Just nice. Nice. Nice one. Oh. Oh my God. It might be a big one, actually. Oh my God. Can you believe that? First cast. What the fuck? Did you get the size of this thing? My goodness me, what a head. Buddy. Look at that there. My God. What a head. Look at that size of it. My God, mate. He's all head, no body. About 93 odd, all head. Oh, get back in the water. Size of the head. It's insane. Look at that head. Oh my God. What an incredible experience. Far out. Well, so far I'm not too sold on the fishing app or almanac. Not for cod anyway. So yesterday morning, 2 fish, one at 6:30 and one at 7. And then this morning, 1 bite at 6:30 again, which is outside of any of the app's bite times, and then landed a fish at 8:30, which I think is probably an hour out of the bite time, but I'll check that. Maybe they're onto something. So this morning, 8:16 was minor bite time, and at 8:30 got my first bite, so could be onto something. Yesterday minor times 7:25, but I didn't get a bite after 7, so don't know. So for this afternoon we have a major from 1:30 to 3:30, so I think this afternoon I'll spend the majority of my time from lunch till sunset on the water, and apparently 6:55 is another minor, but I stayed out till 6:30 something last night and just wasn't feeling it. Little fella. Got my heart racing. He's a swimmer though. Ooh, oh, yeah. Got a mate there. Never seen that before. Oh, yeah. Nice one. Cool fish. He's just shy of, he's about 83 or something. Nice one. Look at that. One good thing about cod fishing is won't take long to clear the memory cards each day. I tried to get out of the wind this afternoon as much as possible, and the first spot I went to was around 2:30, and I had a cod chase my lure right to the boat, and it looked like on the sounder he actually came from under, so he was straight below me and he chased it up. The major bite times for today: 1:35 to 3:35 in the afternoon. First fish rust my lure at 2:30. The fish I actually landed was at 4:50. So that's not in a major time. And the minor times weren't until 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and it's just gone 6:15, and as you can see I'm already back here. So this morning's bite times: major 1 to 3 a.m. wasn't on the water, and a minor from 8:16 to 10:16. The fish I caught this morning was at 8:30 a.m. So I'm still very much undecided. Maybe one last morning, one last shot. So let's see. Tomorrow morning we have a minor at 9 to 11 and a major at 2:10 to 4:10 a.m. So I'm not going to be on the water at either one of those times because I have to leave here by 9 at the latest to be on the road. So basically I'm going to be fishing completely outside of the Almanac's bite periods for tomorrow morning, and tomorrow is only meant to be a fish activity level of 3. So it's not as good a day either. So fingers crossed, it's not my first donut for this trip. Here's to hoping that the almanac is wrong. I literally have from 5:30 till 8 o'clock when I can fish today, and the first bite period is at 9 a.m. and it's only a minor. So there's no major until later on, so let's hope the almanac is wrong. Well, I'm lucky I didn't listen to the almanac this morning. Check it out. Or I would not have got this. Look at that thing. Beautiful fish. How crazy is that? Nice 80s model. Nice one. Chunky fish. See, mate. Can you believe it? I was in such a hurry this morning, I forgot to bring GoPros, and already hooked up 6:30, spot on at the same time as I think 2 days ago. Insane. going to say, for cod's sake anyway, that the almanac does not work. It's supposed to only be a 3. This basically is the middle of a non-bite period, and I landed one and almost had one jump in the boat to get my gigantor out. I'd say that's pretty active. Anyway, that's all I could do for this period. I am out of here. I'm going to travel Canberra, pick up money. Well guys, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you want to find out what I'm up to on a day-to-day basis, just jump on any one of my other social media pages. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm constantly putting up a couple of videos a week now to keep you guys entertained. Otherwise, this has been Dean Silvester, Fishing My Way.